Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. Today's book is Khayman the City Cat. And this is written by Lynette Tranbarger and illustrated by Eric Cat. Khayman is a kitty cat, a city cat, who pity pats around his apartment looking out at all the birds and squirrels. He loves his view. What's new to do out there in the city, I see? The trees, the sky, the people walk by. There's no place he'd rather be. His owner was sweet. She loved his big feet and his soft gray kitty cat fur. Khayman was sure that no other cat had a better life than he had with her. When each day was done and night would come, they would cuddle together in bed with his head on her heart. In the pitch dark, these are the words that were said. Khayman, she'd say, in her human way. You know I will always love you. Meow, he would say, in his kitty cat way. Forever, I'll love you too. Khayman and his owner Lee had lived together in Lincoln Park since Khayman was a bitty kitty, and Khayman now was 3. So one day Lee thought maybe they should move to a smaller place. It was hard for her to get to work, and the cost was a lot for the view in that spot, so she scouted around until she finally found a smaller, less expensive place. But Khayman was scared. Moved to where? He had never been anywhere else. The idea terrified him. Who will I know? My bird friends and my squirrel friends won't know where I go. I'll be alone when Lee is at work. There'll be no one to talk to, no butterflies to chase, no birds singing, no squirrels chirping, no smile on my face. But Khayman knew he had no choice. So he packed his kitty cat toys. Off they went to their new place in Kent. What a good little kitty cat boy. Lee opened the door with a smile on her face. Khayman, welcome to our cozy new place. The place was so small, it was only 4 walls, with a window at one end. She said, look, Khayman, see? What a great place it will be. But Khayman could only pretend as he slinked inside. His kitty cat heart was pounding in his chest. His mouth was dry, kitty cat tears in his eye. Meow, I'll do my best. Just then, the door crashed open wide, and the neighbor next door rushed inside. Khayman got spooked. He ran to and fro. There was no hiding place. There was nowhere to go. Khayman, it's okay, Lee cried out as she tried to keep him from racing about. It's our neighbor who stopped by to welcome us here. His name is Eric. There's nothing to fear. But Khayman was scared. He needed to hide, so he reached about until he could find a safe hiding place and get out of this bind. At last, straight ahead to his relief and surprise, the closet door was open, so he ran right inside. He buried himself behind boxes of shoes, piles of blankets, and gardening tools. It was quiet and dark and deep in his heart. He knew he would never come out. Lee thought she should leave him alone, and then maybe he could come out on his own. Hours and hours she waited for him to emerge from the dark so she could rub his gray chin. Come out, she finally did shout. There's no reason to be afraid. You are safe here. There is nothing to fear, so please, kitty cat, come out. The sad day was done and night had come, but there was no cuddling in bed. She got down on the ground and looked around until she saw his kitty cat face behind boxes of shoes and gardening tools in his dark hiding place. Khayman, she whispered with a soft little sigh, you know I will always love you. Meow, he cried, with a tear in his eye, forever I'll love you too. One day in the closet became 2, 3, then 4. The longer he stayed, she was afraid he'd stay more, but Khayman realized this was no fun. He couldn't see trees, he couldn't see sun, so after several days had passed, he decided this was enough at last. He banished the anxiety and fear from his head. He decided to check out the view instead. He took a big breath, closed his kitty eyes, rushed out from the closet and thought, with surprise, this isn't so bad. There's my chair, there's my bed. This looks like my home, just much smaller instead. As he approached the window, he thought, could it be as good as the view from my old place? We'll see. He jumped up on the sill. He looked left, he looked right. He saw trees, he saw people. Oh my, what a sight. Lee was so happy to see him come out that she lifted him up and twirled him about. He purred and he purred as she rubbed his gray fur. The day was done and the night had come. Throughout they cuddled in bed with his head on her heart in the pitch dark. These are the words that were said. Khayman, she'd say in her human way, you know I always love you. Meow, he would say in his kitty cat way, forever I'll love you too. The end, boys and girls, of Khayman, the city cat. Boys and girls, I chose this book because, of course, Breakfast at Tiffany's. She's got her cat wrapped around her. Right? Breakfast at Tiffany's. Of course, I love Breakfast at Tiffany's. of course, you don't know, or what you may know, or maybe you don't know, but I'm going to tell you, I am allergic to cats. Yes, I am. But that doesn't say anything bad. Everybody's allergic to something. Cats just happens to be the thing that I'm allergic to. So, we've never been able to have cats in my home, but my daughter has had cats at her dad's house and at her friend's house, and wherever she's gone, she is a lover of cats. Yes, she is. She's a cat girl. She shows me pictures of them all the time. She misses her cat that she had at her dad's house, who she sometimes gets to visit. My daughter is a certified cat girl. Even though Mama's allergic, she has somehow found a way to absolutely love cats. And who could blame her? They are lovable. I've seen what they do. I see the way they weasel into your heart. I see. Uh-huh. They have it down. I've seen it in movies, and I've seen it when I visit my friends. So I do have some experience with cats, just not experience in my own home because I'm allergic. So boys and girls, I know there's a lot of you out there, especially friends of mine, who have cats, more than one, and are cat people. And I come to visit you. I just don't stay long. But I'm dedicating this book to all the cat lovers out there. You know who you are. Actually, one of my friend, her cat has his own Instagram account. Yes, he does. Mm-hmm. And I'm sending some love to him. And my other friend, she has a few cats. And when I was working with a lady several years ago, she had, I believe it was 8 to 10 cats in her home. She just absolutely loved them. She rescued them. She always was finding homes for them. And she just felt like she had a kinship with them, like they were her spirit animal. And she absolutely was a cat lover and owned it and would let you know in a minute that she was a cat lover. So this is dedicated to, like I said, all the cat lovers out there. You know who you are. Meow. I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but I think that's what I've seen. The only thing I know is that there is one cat that I see all the time on the internet, and that's Grumpy Cat. That's the famous cat that always has a grumpy look on his face. That cat, very, very funny. And I've seen in the movie, I think it's the Secret Life of Pets, there's a cat in there that's also very funny. So boys and girls, if you have cats at home, I know you love them. And I know they love you too. Just like the one in this story. His owner would say, you know, I love you forever. And he would meow and say, I love you forever too. And he got used to the new place that they moved to, even though he thought he was not going to like it. So, celebrate with your love of cats. Khayman, the city cat. It's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D. Better Off Reading every day. And it's been my pleasure to share this perfect book with you. Meow. Bye.